Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So, as I'm recording this, it is October 30th. So, tomorrow is Halloween here where I'm at. So, I thought let's get the top 15 Halloween movies, scary movies, whatever you want to call them. I'm getting this off imdb.com site. So, I'm going to go with, you know, there's a ton of them, and it depends on what area you lived in, what era you lived in, how old you are, how young you are, whatever the case may be, right? So uh, a lot of this depends on a lot of different things and stuff like that. So just to go with the top 5 or 10, I couldn't see doing it. I stretched it out to 15, and we'll see what we come up with. Um, my go-to on Halloween, I do like the Halloween movie, the original. Um, I don't know why that's one of my favorites. Friday the 13th original, one of my favorites. So that's probably my two if I have a go-to movies on Halloween, which I really haven't lately. Um, won't be tomorrow neither. But I'm going to give you the top 15 that IMDb gives us. Let me know what you think. What's your top, whatever, two, three, four, five, if you can narrow it down. I know a lot of people love horror movies and just have a ton of movies that they love, so it's hard to narrow it down. But yeah, let me know what you're going to be watching on Halloween, or if you're not going to be watching on Halloween. Okay. So the first one we're going to start off with is number 15, and it's a movie made from 1987. Name of it is Hellraiser. A woman discovers the newly resurrected, partially formed body of her brother-in-law and lover. She starts killing for him to revitalize his body and escape the demonic being that are pursuing him after he escaped their underworld. That's directed by Clive Barker. Stars are Andrew Robinson, Claire Higgins, Ashley Lawrence. I think I've seen a little bit of this one. Real crazy. Some of this stuff I'm 65, so I'm not screaming old, but I'm old. But I watched some of the older stuff. 1987 is a good year. Hellraiser, from what I remember, it was a really good movie. Uh, so anyway, like I said, I'm just reading these off IMDb. Tell me what you think, if they're right or wrong, or what you got. So number 14 is a 1958 movie called Horror of Dracula. I've never heard of this one. When Jonathan Harker rouses the ire of Count Dracula for accepting a job at the vampire's castle under the false pretense, his friend Dr. Van Helsing pursues the predatory villain. I don't know. To me, that sounds a little comedy. Is it? I don't. I don't know. It says horror of Dracula, but he accepted a job at the vampire's castle. Directed by Terence Fisher, stars are Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, Michael Gove. I can't talk about it. I've never seen it. If it's on your list, let me know. Number 13, 1980 movie called Friday the 13th. A group of teenage camp counselors attempt to reopen an abandoned summer camp with a tragic past, but they are stalked by a mysterious, relentless killer. Directed by Sean S. Cummings. Stars were Betsy Palmer, Adrienne King, Janine Taylor. It's a good movie. I don't. This is not Friday the 13th. I get those confused though myself, but this is a good movie. I've seen it a few times. It's a very good movie. That's from 1980. So number 12 will be from 1985, The Return of the Living Dead. When two bumbling employees at a medical supply warehouse accidentally release a deadly gas into the air, the the vapors cause the dead to rise again as zombies. Directed by Daniel Bannon, stars are Clu Gallagher, James Karen, and Dan Kappa. I haven't seen it. I'm not into the zombie movies and stuff, so I haven't seen this. I think this might be the beginning of the zombie movies. Could be. So number 11 is Fright Night from 1985. Fright Night sees a teenager believing that the newcomer in his neighborhood is a vampire. He turns to an actor in a television hosted horror movie show for help to deal with the undead. This kind of a comedy thing or something. I think I've seen bits and pieces of this from 1985. It's got a 7-star rating out of 87,000 reviews, I guess. If I remember right, it's okay. Oh, so let me. The director of that was Tom Holland. Stars were Chris Sarandon, William Ragsdale, and Amanda Beersey. Number 10 is Young Frankenstein. Loved this movie, 1974. An American grandson of the infamous scientist, struggling to prove that his grandfather was not as insane as people believe, is invited to Transylvania where he discovers the process reanimates a dead body. Directed by Mel Brooks, stars were Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, Marty Feldman. That's all you need right there, right? Loads of comedy, loads of fun. Um, if you want a scary movie, that's not going to help you none, but it's got an 8-star rating out of 178,000. Watch it. Number 9 is 1988 Pumpkinhead. After a tragic accident, a man conjures up a towing, vengeful demon called Pumpkinhead to destroy a group of unsuspecting teenagers. Directed by Stan Winston, stars were Lance Erickson, Jeff East, John D'Aquino. I haven't seen the movie. Doesn't sound my style, but it's got a 6.2 rating out of 31,000. I haven't seen the movie. Hard for me to talk on it. So number 8 rated movie, 1981, The Evil Dead. 5 friends travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons. Directed by Sam Raimi. Stars are Bruce Campbell, Ellen Sandweiss, Richard DeManicore. I haven't seen the movie from 1981, The Evil Dead. It's got a 7.4 rating off of 247,000. So it must be very popular. Number 7 ranked 1959 movie House on Haunted Hill. A millionaire offers $10,000 to 5 people who agree to be locked in a large, spooky rented house overnight with him and his wife. Director was William Castle. Stars were Vincent Price, Carol O'Mara, and Richard Long. I don't remember the movie. I think I've seen some of it. I don't remember it very well, so it's hard for me to say. But it's got a 6.7 rating out of 34,000. Number 6 is from 2007, Trick or Treat. 5 Halloween stories. A principal has a secret life, a virgin looking for her first time, a group of kids pull a prank, a woman who loathes Halloween does not respect the rules, and a mean old man meets a demon trick-or-treater. Director is Michael Dougherty. Stars are Dylan Baker, Rochelle Atis, and Quinn Lord. From 2007, Trick or Treat, rated 6.7 out of 113,000. I have not seen it. Number 5 is 1988 Beetlejuice. The spirits of a dressed couple are harassed by an unbearable family that has moved into their home and hire a malicious spirit to drive them out. Directed by Tim Burton, stars were Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, Annie McEnroe. It's got a 7.4 ranking out of 411,000. Very popular movie from 1988. Very popular movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it. What I've seen is very good. Very good movie. The fourth ranked is Night of the Living Dead from 1968. A ragtag group of Pennsylvania barricade themselves in an old farmhouse to remain safe from a horde of flesh-eating ghouls that are ravaging the northeast of the United States. Director is George A. Romero. Stars are Dwayne Jones, Judith O'Dea, Carl Hardman. I've seen it before. I know I have, but it must have been years and years and years. So it's hard for me to say on it. But back in '68, they didn't have the stuff they have now in the movies, and before its time, it was one of the best. One of the best. It got a ranking of 7.8 out of 148,000. Number 3, which to me is my number one. Number 3 is from 1978, Halloween. 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night, 1963, Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonville, Illinois to kill again. The director was John Carpenter. Stars were Donald Pleasance, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Nancy Keys. Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis, I think it was her first big role, if I remember right. And this is my number one movie. I loved it. I watched the next couple, and then just, I don't know. To me, you get to number 13 or whatever number they were at, I lost it. But it's got a 7.7 rating out of 331,000. But yeah, this is my number one movie. I love this movie. I watch it a lot, or I don't watch it a lot. I watch it whenever I can. So number 2 for the on their listing is 1979 movie called Phantasm. A newly orphaned teenager, Mike Pearson, his older brother Jody, and their friends face off against a mysterious grave robber known as the Tall Man, who employs a lethal arsenal of unearthly weapons in their Southern California town. Director was Don Passarelli. Stars are A. Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornberry, and Reggie Bannister. I haven't seen the movie. You're talking Tall Man, so I mean, I have not seen this movie from 1979. It's got a 6.6 rating out of 44,000. They got it ranked number 2, so I don't know. I haven't seen it. Number 1 for them, 1982, The Creep Show. 5 grisly tales from a kid's comic book about a murdered father rising from his grave, a bizarre meteor, a vengeful husband, a mysterious crate occupant, and a plague of cockroaches. Directed by George A. Romero, stars are Hal Holbrook, Adrienne Barbeau, Fritz Weaver. As I'm reading these names, I thought it would be an older movie than 1982. Hal Holbrook and Adrienne Barbeau. The Creep Show. It got a 6.8 rating out of 57,000. I don't remember seeing any of that, so I'm going to have to say I don't know the movie. But I think it's interesting. Let me know what your top whatever are. Like I said, my go-to number 1 is Halloween. So their go-to number 1 is Creep Show, Phantasm, and then Halloween number 3, number 4, Night of the Living Dead, number 5, Beetlejuice, number 6, Trick or Treat, number 7, House on Haunted Hill, Number 8, The Evil Dead. Number 9, Pumpkinhead. Number 10, Young Frankenstein. Love that movie too. It's a great movie. Number 11 is Fright Night. Number 12, The Return of the Living Dead. 13th is Friday the 13th. 14th is Horror of Dracula. And 15th is Hellraiser. So let me know what you're watching on Halloween. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, great night, whatever the case may be. See you next time.